Your home does not need to be expensive to feel peaceful and restorative. It does not require luxury furniture, a perfect renovation, or a completely different house. In many cases, the feeling of comfort and calm comes from small adjustments in the way you use and experience the space you already have. Here are 11 simple and affordable ways to make your home feel lighter, calmer, and more emotionally supportive in everyday life. Keep meaningful things around. The first step toward creating a home that feels emotionally grounding is being more intentional about what stays visible around you. The objects we look at every day quietly influence our mood, attention, and sense of comfort, even when we stop consciously noticing them. Many homes slowly become filled with decorative objects chosen mainly to fill empty shelves. And after a while, the space may look complete, but it no longer feels personal. A calmer and more comforting home usually comes from surrounding yourself with fewer objects that genuinely connect to your life and memories. Old photographs, handwritten notes, handmade objects, family pieces, or souvenirs connected to genuine memories often bring a stronger sense of warmth than expensive decoration ever could. These objects remind you of people, experiences, and moments that already belong to your story, which naturally creates a stronger feeling of emotional safety inside the home. Create a calm entry ritual. The way you enter your home has a bigger effect on your stress levels than most people realize. After spending hours outside dealing with noise, traffic, and constant stimulation, the nervous system needs a clear signal that the day is beginning to slow down. That is why small rituals near the entrance of the house can make such a noticeable difference. Hooks for bags and coats, a tray for keys, softer lighting near the door, or even a small plant can help create a sense of order the moment you arrive. But the most important part is the pause itself. Before walking deeper into the house, give yourself a few seconds to slow down physically. Put your things away calmly. Take one deep breath and allow your body to recognize that you are finally home. Rearrange before you replace. Sometimes the feeling that something is missing in a home has less to do with needing new things and more to do with visual repetition. When we look at the exact same layout every day for years, the environment can start feeling emotionally flat, even when nothing is actually wrong with it. Rearranging furniture, moving artwork to a different wall, changing the position of a chair, or opening up more space near a window can completely change the atmosphere of a room without costing anything. These small changes make you notice the house differently again. A home should evolve alongside the person living in it, and sometimes a simple rearrangement is enough to make the space feel fresh, functional, and emotionally lighter. Bring nature into your home. The human brain responds differently to natural textures, organic shapes, soft movement, and living things because they interrupt the artificial feeling created by screens, plastic, and constant visual stimulation. A small plant near a window, fresh herbs in the kitchen, a bowl of seasonal fruit on the table, or even natural materials like wood, linen, or stone can quietly change the atmosphere of a room. Being surrounded by living things adds a slower and calmer rhythm to everyday life inside the home. Watching a plant grow, noticing flowers open, or seeing sunlight move through the room creates small moments of awareness that gently pull attention back into the present. Create a quiet corner. Most homes today are filled with constant stimulation. Screens, notifications, noise, and distractions often follow us from room to room. which makes real rest harder than it should be. That is why having one small area dedicated to calm and comfort can make such a meaningful difference. A small space is enough for this. It could be a comfortable chair near a window, a quiet corner with softer lighting, or a small balcony where you can sit without interruptions for a few minutes. Keeping a book nearby, listening to soft music, drinking tea quietly, or simply sitting without doing anything for a few minutes can gradually change the emotional atmosphere of the day. Slow down your meals. The kitchen is often the most active room in the house, and the way you handle food says a lot about how you are feeling emotionally. Cooking can easily start feeling rushed and exhausting when it becomes just another task in the middle of the day. But the experience changes when you begin treating it as a quieter moment for yourself. Simple actions like cutting vegetables calmly, cooking without rushing, setting the table properly, bring your attention back to the present moment. The food itself does not need to be complicated. Very often, the feeling of comfort comes more from the atmosphere surrounding the meal than from the recipe itself. Warm lighting, quiet music, familiar smells, and a slower pace naturally create a stronger sense of calm and care inside the home. Change the mood with light. Lighting changes the emotional atmosphere of a room more than most people realize, especially at the end of the day. Bright white lights keep the brain alert and stimulated, which can make it harder for the body to fully relax at night. Because we spend so much time indoors, light slowly becomes part of the emotional rhythm of daily life. And when the environment feels visually softer, the transition from activity into rest tends to happen much more naturally. Warmer and softer lighting creates a calmer atmosphere inside the home and changes the way the evening feels. The house becomes quieter, more comfortable, and far more inviting to slow down in. Make your home smell calm. Scents have a quiet but potent effect on a home's atmosphere because they evoke deep emotional and memorable responses. Certain smells can instantly make a space feel calmer, warmer, cleaner, or more comforting without requiring any major change to the room itself. Simple things like opening the windows in the morning, brewing fresh coffee, using scented candles, or keeping herbs and fresh flowers around the house can completely shift how an environment feels. Bringing pleasant scents into your home does much more than simply make the space smell good. Certain aromas can directly influence mood, stress levels, and emotional well-being, changing the way the environment feels both mentally and physically. Protect your sleep space. By the end of the day, the bedroom becomes more than just another room. It becomes the environment where your body begins to recover from everything it carried throughout the day. Keeping this space free of screens and unnecessary clutter can make a real difference in your sleep quality, because the brain naturally relaxes more easily in calmer surroundings. Making your bed every morning may seem like a small action, but it creates a sense of order you return to later at night. Clean, breathable fabrics help regulate body temperature, and keeping the nightstand simple and organized reduces visual stimulation before sleep. A bedroom designed for rest becomes a quiet transition between the stress of the day and the recovery your body needs for the next one. Keep the house easy to maintain. Keeping the house in order does not have to mean spending an entire day deep cleaning. Spreading small tasks throughout the week makes the house much easier to manage without exhausting your energy all at once. Instead of waiting for everything to pile up, you change the sheets one day, tidy the kitchen the next, water the plants later in the week, and handle small things gradually as part of your normal routine. This prevents the house from reaching that overwhelming point where everything suddenly feels out of control at the same time. With a lighter rhythm of maintenance, cleaning becomes less of a constant burden. The house stays functional more naturally, and you free up more time and mental energy for the parts of life that actually restore you. Stop waiting for the perfect home. This mindset may be the most important step in creating a home that truly feels peaceful. The way we look at our space has a giant effect on how we experience it emotionally. Many people spend years focusing only on what is missing: the furniture they still want to buy, the renovations they wish they could afford, or the things they would like to replace someday. That constant feeling of incompleteness quietly prevents the home from ever feeling fully comforting. The shift begins when you start noticing what already works. When gratitude becomes part of the way you experience your home, the space starts feeling lighter, warmer, and more emotionally complete without needing to become perfect first. A home starts feeling different when you pay attention to the small things that shape your daily experience inside it. Small adjustments in comfort, routine, lighting, organization, and atmosphere gradually change how the space feels to live in. And after a while, the house no longer feels like a place you simply pass through at the end of the day. It becomes a space that helps you slow down, feel safe, and recover a little from the noise outside.